This is the 1964 Gibson EDO that you've seen on the video and pictures of me when I played in Kinetic. It is actually my father's bass. He put food on the table with this for a long time, and I have inherited it and taken it as my own and made some interesting modifications that I'd like to show you. You have this big pick guard here, which I bought a sheet of plastic at Canal Plastics and actually shaped it myself and mounted it. And also, what I did is I took a guitar pickup. This is a vintage P90 pickup, and I mounted it on the bridge so that you get a real treble sound out of it, in addition to the standard pickup that's coming on it. And since now it has two pickups instead of one, I actually had to rewire the entire bass, so I gutted it and then rewired everything and put it in knobs right here. So that one controls this pickup, one controls the guitar pickup, and then I have a knob right here. Personally, I'm addicted to permanent markers. When I have my to-do list, I like to completely obliterate everything, almost like a classified CIA document, so that I don't have to think about it anymore once I've completed it. So I go through a lot of black markers, and it costs money, and I really don't like to throw things away. So I thought to myself, how can I keep my black markers lasting longer? And what I came up with is I noticed that I had some other things on hand, which were old printers which have ink cartridges. I find these on my travels, so I get an ink cartridge like this, and I take the contents out, and it's really just a little bag that you clip open, and I put it into this, which is not Gatorade, but printer ink. I've collected this. It takes a very, very small amount of ink to reload a permanent marker. So I've already reloaded this particular one a couple times. So what I have basically here is a lug nut on the end, which is keeping everything inside. So I loosen this up. I take a funnel right here and put it in there, and then pour the ink in and let it drain out into another receptacle on the bottom. Generally not this cute owl coffee mug that my fiance got me, but something else. So I'll take it and clip it to the side, like so, and let it all drain out, and you have to be careful not to do this too quickly because it'll be too wet. But once it gets just to the right moisture level, you have an awesome permanent marker that you can use to draw on anything. 1, 2, 3. In the basement workshop is where I make the paper. I do this by taking waste paper, usually junk mail and stuff that I don't need, and ripping it up and then pulping it. And the pulping process happens in these buckets here, and you can see that some of it is sort of not quite broken up yet. So I let it soak in water, and that softens it a lot, and then I pulp it by mixing it up with a special attachment that I fabricated for my drill. You dip the screen, and when you bring it up, it makes this awesome fine layer of paper pulp. And when it flattens out and it dries out, it makes perfectly usable paper. In fact, my fiance and I are sending out our save the dates on paper that we made together. These are two toy keyboards that I bought at thrift stores, and I have circuit bent them in order to turn them into wacky glitch-tastic noise machines. You do this by actually unscrewing the back and looking at the circuit board, and while the whole thing is on, randomly connecting wires together to different points. And sometimes nothing happens, and sometimes you get crazy things happening, like this. You get stuff like this going on. So, sometimes it sounds like it has, some digital gastrointestinal problems, but, I mean, it really is sort of interesting, I think. So thanks for watching. I hope that you liked all the stuff that I've been working on. And without further ado, I'd like to show you a few more things that I have in store for the future. An art installation installed on a wall next to a bustling sidewalk.
Mural-sized, it has a multitude of different plugs and connectors in which people can plug in their unwanted headphones, speakers, etc. These are wired automatically to a battery charger, which will power a monitor displaying the electricity output gained from the input of ambient sound. Kite-powered generator. The tension of a large, high-flying kite pulls a flywheel, which runs a generator. That charges a battery. When all the string is let out, a servo is activated remotely, which collapses the spars of the kite, while simultaneously triggering a winding motor, which brings it back to a lower altitude. The servo is activated again, returning the kite to rigidity, and the process repeats. Recursive multi-cell phone sound installation. In a room where the participants are asked to call each other on speakerphone and then put their phones near each other to create feedback. The background noise interacting with the cell phone feedback creates the installation! Eco Health Club. All exercise machines utilize generators that power the entire health club. Before using a machine, you swipe a card. The more you exercise, the more energy you produce, and the more money you save for your gym membership. Children's Plastic Exchange, a concept for a small, not-for-profit business or civic project. It is a toy store which consists of classic plastic toy models that are easily manufactured, wiffle balls and bats, hula hoops and frisbees. Each item has a sale price in dollars and in donated plastic. Children can bring in plastic containers and or unwanted plastic toys and receive plastic credits to purchase new toys with. Not only does this encourage recycling, but also teaches that point-of-use recycling is more efficient and eco-friendly while building a sense of local community and responsibility.